That some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. I have to work to achieve greatness, and this wasn't really easy for me, but considering the fact that it was the only option in front of me, so I began the journey of 1,000 miles with a step. One of my friends, Lucky, introduced me to hawking of sachet water from one street to the other, so I could fend for myself. I did this for a space of time, but when I realized that I ain't little or nothing after a very strenuous day, I resorted to helping people carry load at the market, which is called Alabaro, back in Ikotu in Lagos. For money to live in, I would sort for people who need my help or people who I could help to carry their load from market to market. Sometimes I was lucky to get enough cash. Other times I would beg to be paid anything, yes, just anything in order to stay out of hungry at night. It was a tough time for my family. I almost quit. My family was in drought. It wasn't easy. It was tougher than I thought. I then began loading and offloading goods from truck, because at least I was sure that anytime I offload goods, I was sure to have something to go back home with. So at this point, prayerfully, I decided to learn a trade. Started learning carpentry. It wasn't easy considering the sacrifice. I made some days I starved myself, and some days I was lucky enough to get Gary to drink. Gary was our savior those days. But one amazing thing that was so determined about me was to be a boss. I was determined to be my own boss. I learned fast. I didn't mind the scoldings from my boss, the uncomfortable situation from my senior colleagues, the long distance trek to my place of work, the many years of no personal schedules. As an apprentice, I did all I could to be good at what I do and to get certified at professional level. I was courageous. I was passionate. Yeah, it was my last shot. I was giving it my last shot. I've done a lot of business before then. I've hawked pure water. I've pushed wheelbarrow. I've done conductor. I've done a lab barrel. I've hawked plate for my mom. I've done a lot of stuffs. So at this point, I was giving it my last shot. I was being consistent because one of my mentors said, consistence overcome resistance. Persistence overcome resistance. I was also perseverant. And today, I'm proud owner, CEO of Wood and Screw Versatile Furniture.
Nobody like you, Jesus.
I'm Ugochukwu, the CEO of Wood and Screw Versatile Furniture, and that is where we are today. At my showroom. This is the first inception of my showroom, though we have bigger plans and we're going somewhere. I've been into entrepreneur for going to 10 years, and especially when it has to do with furniture. I started furniture in 2013, and though I've been in other minor jobs, other entrepreneurship jobs before now, but I basically ended up being here, and this is where I'm kicking off from, because I've done a lot of minor jobs. If you talk about minor jobs, I think I started with selling pure water.
Okay.
One of my friend Lucky introduced me to working pure water. That was many years ago when I was very young, around 10, 11, 12. So I started selling pure water. From hawking of pure water, I started helping people to carry load to be paid. From that, I did conductor job. I pushed wheelbarrow. I made a lot of that. I fried puff. I did a lot of stuff, a lot of street stuff. Yeah, it was not easy because for the pure water hawking, you have to be under the sun. Some days you just buy the pure water and you might not have somebody to patronize you. You have to go back home with it, and it's not really been an easy time because we're under the if it's in rainy season, you will not sell as much as if you're selling in the dry season. So it has not been easy anyways, especially when it has to do with the wheelbarrow, the pushing of the wheelbarrow, the ethic and all that. Yeah, Ugochukwu is a global company. If you see the name itself is global. It's a global venture and it is registered already. And our plans is to be more bigger. We are having plans to own the factory, and also we are having plans for other entrepreneurs.
Wow.
Yeah, we're having plans for other entrepreneurs. We are setting up a community titled SECO. SECO is Smart African Youth Connect. It's a connection it's an online and offline connection of smart youth and those who have the tendency to be smart. Connect them to their purpose, entrepreneurial purpose, resource persons, endorsement, international figure, connecting the third world economy to the first world economy. That is what Smart SECO is all about. Alright, SECO, Smart African Youth Connect. It's a gathering of young people, and like I said, we'll be starting an offline meeting first of all. An offline meeting will be launching very soon. At least from now to the next one month time, we're planning on that to set up an offline meeting. Like, I've been meeting those who have been in the industry in this entrepreneurship business before me. I just called one of our bosses. I said, as a senior colleague, I just called him and he's not presently in town, but he gave me his word. I wasn't in town. We're going to forge ahead on that plans. Whatever you're doing, whatever ventures you are in right now, know that there's a planting season, there's a waiting season, and there's a harvesting season. So don't compare your harvest season with somebody else's waiting season. I don't compare your waiting season with somebody else's planting season. So there's these 3 seasons that is crucial in an entrepreneurship life: the planting, the waiting, and the harvesting. So if you are in the planting, be patient. If you are in the waiting, be patient. And if you are in the harvesting, also be thankful. To you out there who is discouraged, who is about giving up, I want you to know that there are 3 seasons in my life. Number 1 season is the planting season. The second season is the waiting season. And the third season is the harvest season. I want you to know, don't allow another man's harvest season discourage your planting season. And don't allow another man's waiting season make you feel you are the only one that's going to harvest. Life plays out. Time and chance happen to them all. Time is God's gift to man. Thank you.